we're going to rank all 12 Christopher Nolan movies. It's hard for me to rank all of these because I love these movies so much.
Yeah.
So this might change next year because Odyssey will come out and it'll probably be my top 3.
Yeah, I have high hopes for Odyssey.
When we reviewed Interstellar, we had like pretty much a whole conversation about most Christopher Nolan movies. So we decided for this video, we're going to rank all 12 Christopher Nolan movies.
All right, at number 12, I've got The Following. For those of you that don't know, Following was Christopher Nolan's first film. I think it was made in 1998. It's a good movie. It's got some of the classic Nolan timeline cuts where you jump around and see different parts of the movie in the beginning and the end. It's definitely a type of movie where it seems like Christopher Nolan was just playing with some ideas. It's the black sheep of the list.
So we all agree that Following is number 12.
I've never seen it, so I can't rate it.
I know, but you probably put it number 12 too. So for number 11,
Insomnia.
I'm doing Insomnia. Yeah.
Insomnia was a good film. We talked about it before. It felt a bit slow. I think until Robin Williams' character actually had some like live scream time before just some of the calls and stuff, I wasn't bored watching it, but it did feel slow. I think really the only thing that puts it above The Following for me is it's not like The Following wasn't a full-length feature film.
And I think he just directed that movie. I don't think that he wrote it.
No, I don't.
So I think this is more of this him testing the waters on.
I like detective movies and crime movies and stuff like that, but it's not a masterpiece. So number 10,
Memento. Yeah, I'm putting number 10 Memento.
I've got Dunkirk.
Wait, you have Dunkirk for 10? You put Memento higher than Dunkirk?
I've seen a lot of war movies. There was less excitement to pull from out of the bag for me. I think it's a very tasteful movie. It's a masterpiece, well done, a really great war movie. But there's just so many good movies on the list that it has to be number 10 for me.
I completely disagree with your opinion.
I also disagree.
My number 10 is Batman Begins.
I hate you.
I think out of all the trilogy, I would put it lower. But I don't know. I would put it at 10 because it's still fantastic. It's the best Batman movies.
They are the best Batman movies.
What's your number 10?
Dunkirk.
Okay. I have a feeling that you and I are gonna agree on a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we have better taste.
We have better taste. Okay. What's your number 9?
Number 9, I have The Dark Knight Rises.
I also have The Dark Knight Rises at 9.
For me, I'm doing. I have Batman Begins.
I think Dark Knight Rises is 9 and Batman Begins is 10. Is my own personal preference with just how clean Rises was. The highs in The Dark Knight Rises way better than Batman Begins with the beginning scene at the plane.
That's true.
And Bane.
Okay, Josh, what's your number 9?
Number 9 is Tenet.
That's wild.
Terrible.
What? Why? Why is that?
You put Tenet at number 9.
Soundtrack was very loud and they'd be kind of whispering at times. It's like, I can't understand what they're saying.
Well, we better put it out the hole before the bomb goes off, eh?
The sound mixing was poor in theaters. I can agree with that.
At the point in the movie where they're explaining how the time travel works, and they're explaining to the character, but then they look at the audience and go, don't try and figure this out. Don't think about it. That's when it was like, okay, I'm not going to think about this movie anymore.
That kills me.
That's like watching Shrek and him talking about being an onion and just being like, dude, it doesn't make sense. He's
an onion.
He's a vegetable.
Are you kidding me?
They're not telling
That is
the
such
audience.
a terrible take. They explained the whole thing.
Oh, dude, that's ridiculous.
At number 8, I've got Memento. I thought Memento was really cool, the concept of taking the timeline and kind of cutting it backwards and how it was revealing in the black and white, the current present time. So I thought it was just cool. It wasn't super deep, but...
I also put Memento at number 8. I liked Memento because of the back and forth. It's a little bit older of a movie, and the style isn't as clean as the other movies we've listed.
That's what
the
the style of the old films was like that. I mean,
I would rewatch Batman Begins before I would rewatch Memento. Memento, I already know what happens.
Higher than Memento.
I don't
It's not
think
that low.
rewatchability is always the indicator of the better movie.
No, it's not. But if there's close films like Nolan has,
Schindler's List, I don't need to see that a whole lot to know that it's
watch that.
No. Screw this. I'm putting Memento at 10.
Oh my gosh.
I'm putting Memento at
Attaboy.
10. I actually like the Batmans more
See?
than Memento.
Yes.
You and me are the same. Yes, dude. We're close.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
All right.
You're bringing me along. And you are right. The Batman series is the best Batman series and the best superhero series we've been given. And I have to rank those movies just a little bit higher.
I put Oppenheimer at number 8.
Oh, dude, no. Oppenheimer is so good, man. What is wrong with you? What do you have at the top? Hey,
Hey, buddy!
I'm just saying.
Hey.
I'm just saying. Oppenheimer, number 8.
I have Oppenheimer at 7.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
You've
Josh?
raving about how good
Well,
this
no, I'm
movie
just
is.
trying to say.
Oh no.
Oppenheimer, number 8. I have 7 on Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Okay.
As it at 8.
All right. Okay, so I also have Oppenheimer at 7. I would have put this movie within the top 5 if they had changed the ending of the movie and actually showed them dropping the bomb in
bigger
Japan. I do have to rewatch Oppenheimer. I kind of shut my eyes 2/3 through the movie and then reopened them
Yeah, if you have to put
at a later time. So I don't know how much I missed.
So good that you can close your eyes to the movie, wake up, and think it's better than Batman. Who has the bad take here?
What? It is. It is.
What?
It's
such a bad
It is
take.
better.
That's a bad take.
Josh, what do you have at 7?
I had Memento.
Okay, so it's just a swap
That
for
is
us.
terrible. Again,
I don't think so.
Oppenheimer's way better
I don't
than
think
Memento.
so.
I like Memento more than Oppenheimer.
I was more engaged in Memento than Oppenheimer. So that's where taste isn't always what rates things higher. It's just a quality film.
So, okay, number 6. What's your
Number 6, I have The Dark Knight.
number 6, I have Dunkirk.
I'm gonna do Dunkirk for 6.
At number 6, I've got Dark Knight Rises.
Really? But
What?
okay. So is Dunkirk a masterpiece?
Dunkirk is a masterpiece. I think it's a fantastic war movie.
I agree. I gotta
There
say,
is.
Dunkirk is one of Nolan's best movies. I've seen this movie countless times.
And then Cillian Murphy's character, he just did a fantastic job in that too.
Number 5, I have The Prestige.
Whoa, that I'm sorry. Come on, man. The Prestige is so much better of a movie than like most of.
Way better
Nolan's.
than Memento, and way better than Batman's.
Better than 7 of his films, yeah.
What do you put at 5?
I think, personal opinion, Interstellar.
It's just because he also doesn't understand it. He
I
doesn't
personally
understand the
liked
corn and burning of
the
the
other 4
corn,
more.
and then the watch. I don't know.
I don't think we give the credit
For
of time.
me, I put Tenet at number 5.
That's fair.
I'm gonna put Tenet at 5. It's a good movie. I still, after seeing it like 4 or 5 times, I still can't completely wrap my head around
I
everything.
think we should definitely do a breakdown of Tenet.
It's difficult.
Let us know in the comments if you want to break down from us on Tenet. Number 4, I have Batman Begins. As I said, I think Batman Begins is my favorite of the 3 Batman movies, and I'm putting it at 4. I think Ra's al Ghul, his character development with Bruce Wayne, kind of teaching him, and then seeing the flop of him becoming the villain, I think it's great.
I have for number 4 The Dark Knight.
I also have The Dark Knight at number 4.
Dark Knight. The acting in Dark Knight is so much better. We've got Harvey Dent, a character that is all good to all bad.
You take the Joker out of The Dark Knight, it's bottom.
Okay, well, he's the main villain.
Yeah, let me
So
just
let's take out.
no.
Let's take out Ra's al Ghul.
every
But the reason I say this is because when I go into a movie, I really like character development and world building. That's going to be a common thing for how I rate movies. Batman Begins focuses on Bruce Wayne's character and becoming the Batman, whereas The Dark Knight is so much more about the Joker and then less about Bruce Wayne.
No.
Actually, I agree with you because I think the duel of Scarecrow and Ra's al Ghul, their duel is better than the Joker and Two-Face.
Two-Face could have been left out.
Could have been left out. He didn't do much. I also have the Dark Knight at number 4. Not to say like these are the best of the best.
Okay, number 3.
Number 3, I have Tenet. I thought Tenet was awesome. I loved how deep some of the mind bending was. It was good.
I put The Prestige at number 3.
I put Inception at number 3. With the whole suicide with the train, it just left me with a feeling that I was just like, I'm not a big fan, honestly, of the whole killing yourself to wake up, like via suicide, and the whole jumping from the building. It just kind of wasn't good for me.
I'm gonna switch mine back. I'm putting mine
Okay.
Inception at 3.
Inception at 3.
Prestige is way better.
Inception, which is one of my favorite quotes ever. Do you want to take a leap of faith,
What the take a leap of faith?
or do you want to die an old man filled with regrets?
Inception definitely has relatable things to the real world. You see the very beginning of him introducing the girl as she's like trying to get her to become the new architect for him. You see all the people on the beds injected themselves in dreaming because they're trying to escape reality, right? That's what this whole film is talking about. It's about this people not wanting to cope with the current reality, and that's ultimately Leo DiCaprio's character and his wife. They struggle with the most. They couldn't find joy in the real world, and so then they made a world for themselves, but got so lost in it that they lost what the purpose of the real world was. That's a very relatable thing, and I think often people, when they go through midlife crises, they often find themselves in work and struggling to find meaning. I think it's a very relatable film. Inception has depth. I don't think any of us disagree that it's hot take to put Inception at number one. It's a good film. I mean, outside of that, I still think it's number one.
Fantastic answer. That was a great answer. I was looking for that kind of answer. Okay, that's understandable from your point.
Well, I had Prestige at number 3. It's really good. I'm more excited to find it with a new lens now that I know the plot twist versus Tenet. It was like, okay, this is all a big paradox. This is really confusing for me to wrap my head around. However, with the Prestige, the second time you watch it, you're like, wow, this is like a completely new movie to me. This is so well done.
Yeah,
I guess I understand Prestige being higher. It flows better. It has good character arc.
All right, for number 2.
Number 2, I've got Batman Begins.
Number 2 is Batman Begins?
That's wild.
Dude, that's
wild.
I'm not the wildest.
The origins of Bruce Wayne becoming Batman, I thought that was really well done.
I'm not going to shy away from acknowledging that Batman Begins being the best Batman film isn't a hot take. I acknowledge that. It's just...
Okay, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is Interstellar.
The Prestige is my number 2 movie.
Prestige is also number 2.
And the number 1 movie
Inception.
is Interstellar.
It is Interstellar.
It's not.
It so is. It so is. Interstellar
Bandwagon.
is just no.
It's because it's newer.
The score, the heartstrings between the daughter and the father, Matt Damon.
Man, I think we've all had awful takes.
No.
Yes.
No.
No.
Aaron and I are like on
No,
par
you are
of
not.
like what his actual ratings would
No,
be.
okay, I
think
will-
Christopher
I
Nolan
will-
would rate his
I will-
movies like that. Okay. Well,
All right, so
All right.
there's a lot of frustration here.
so these are the
Appar-
ratings.
Apparently a lot of hot takes.
Oh my gosh.
It seems like we're not in agreement.
Let us know in the comments how you would rate Christopher Nolan movies. Do you agree with Aaron and I, or do you agree with Josh and Peter? Yeah, let us know in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.
Hit that notification button.